Back to what was being said before the camera cut is, a lot of the times we end up in these cycles of circumstances where we like question why is these negative things happening in the world. And so, in the Bible it states, my ways are higher than your ways, just like the heavens are above that which the earth can understand, comprehend. To be highly favored and to be blessed is one word in the Greek and the Roman, as I was told by a lady who came through my watch today. I just want to say, just to report on some of the instances of which I experienced today, because the whole point is to reemphasize on that which I'm speaking of, right? I want an emotional cycle. I want to be able to smile when I look at this. I want to be able to trace the happenings from one day to the next. I want it to be so straightforward, clear cut, that I'm able to look at it and say, yeah, I see how that happened. I see where I was let down one day, where God ended up coming through and rectifying another. So that when the hard moments hit, I can keep that same energy. They say keep that same energy. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do for ourselves. That's what we want to do for other people. Because what did I say in my other video? Pygmalion effect says that if somebody has something negative energy-wise, we don't have to take it on. We have a natural tendency to take it on, but we don't have to, right? Same thing with positive energy. And I want to note this. When Solomon had really good things happen, he said, this too shall pass. Same thing with negative interactions, world around him with himself, this too shall pass. And I just want to remind myself that although I had great successes today, that the greatest success is recognizing that the success is not in the positive or the negative. Success is in quantifiable motion, proof, and faith, so that the ceiling can get broke off. We ain't trying to keep on reliving the same circumstances, same situations, same reactions. I want to grow. I want to grow. I want to be energy in motion. That's an emotion. I don't want to be led by my emotions. I want to be my emotions. Meaning I want to control my feelings. I want to control the way that I think. Am I always going to be able to do that? The world will tell you no. But I believe that you can. Not to say that I'm any better than anybody else. But I'm saying, just like any other man, we go through life being told that we got to feed out of a hand, which hands us whatever it is that they trying to say. And what I'm saying is that we got an option. That it's possible that if we reiterate to ourselves, speak the same truth into ourselves day by day, that it will become reality. There's nothing else to that. The reality that I'm speaking of is not fantasy, it's not mysticism, it's not magic. It's to say that from today to yesterday, I woke up late yesterday, 30, 40 minutes late to work. Today I was there on time, gang. 2 minutes late. Went to sleep the night before last, 3 o'clock in the morning. The night before, 1 o'clock in the morning. Progress is progress. And I don't care what nobody says. And I also can't quantify God's progress is my progress. Oh my God, how many times have I relived the same circumstance and situation? God said there's more for you to learn, more for you to zoom in on, because I trust you to recognize through humility. And that's another thing I want to speak on, is humility. That God is there to humble us, because with the humble, he will exalt them. It's those who self-absorbed that he will level. So let me also speak back to what I was just saying. Solomon said, this too shall pass. If I think just because I had a good day that I won't have a bad one again, eventually, maybe not right now, maybe I won't allow it to affect me within the way that I did previously, maybe not. You know, the whole purpose is growing your faith like a muscle. The more you work it out, the more gains you see. I love to go to the gym when I start talking about faith. You can believe for something that you don't see. If that muscle ain't developed, shit, as soon as some shit go left, you be like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Are you serious? But yet still, when you can prove it to yourself on a small level, them bigger levels get bigger. And so, when Jesus went under the boat, everybody on the top of the boat. Once again, I said in the previous video that your faith, that comes from actions, reactions. That's from you reacting to life. But what happens when the essence of you creates the life around you? Surety. He said, for I am one with the Father. And so is he, so am I. So the words which I speak, I have convinced myself of. Therefore, I'm not going to sit up there and continue to second guess that which is, and that I won't be gone before my appointed time. Let my time be known to me, that it will raise me very high, not level that which I believe. So as he stepped on that boat, he went underneath that hull, everybody on top. Jesus already know what comes up must come down. It's a great feeling to go on vacation. Great feeling for you to be doing the same thing every day, and now you get to travel, kind of relax, right? Just waiting, you relaxing. A whole lot of gospel being spread, so on and so forth. And so I dial back to say this. And Jesus went under that hull. He knew that this too shall pass. We hopping on this boat, and whether it happen right now or whether it happen later, this too shall pass. Right? And so with that being said, if he knew that, when he went to rest, he could rest soundly, knowing that the only thing that could wake him up was something that will put him back at peace. And that's a surety. That's a certainty. That he who gives me life lives in me, and me in he. He said, he who be in me, let them know that the Father is also in them. Right? I ain't nobody special. But that's what makes me special, is the I am. I am, and nobody special. I am, nobody special. And I love how God speaks through all words. You look down at that sentence right there, what you see? You see, I am, literal, I am. I am that I am. Not my body, nobody special. It's not my special. It's in my body. It's the I am that animates this body and gives it purpose, the story that's crafted behind it. And so we know we all trying to recreate our stories, something that suits us better. But dare I say this, what is the story that we create that suits us better, suits everyone around us better? And by suiting everyone around us better, suits God better. Have you ever thought about that? Like, I'm gonna die. The story of Devon will die one day, unless I integrate with something that's bigger than me. All I can do is encourage you to encourage yourself. And the only thing that don't die is God. God got a way of incorporating everything into a modern way so that people can understand. And in the same way, my inner voice tells me stop. He said, you need a helping hand. But it's not about living forever on the land. about living forever in his land. Because we was never ourselves. We always belonged to somebody else. So when we came and we lived in sin, we thought we gave our life to somebody else when that just simply wasn't the case. We think that what makes our life is abundance and wealth, but it's simply his grace. And the opportunity to change ourselves, that's simply the way. So the whole purpose of the Bible wasn't to teach us something new, teach us the way that we interact with ourselves or somebody else. No. It's to align belief within timeless belief, something that's bigger than that which we can put on a shelf. Something that's got an expiration date. And we can say thank you, Jesus, all day. But how do you really pray? She told us we didn't even know what to ask for. To say. God, I pray that everybody's safe on the other side of that truck. So I remember times when that could have been my truck. Could have been dead, smashed like I got hit by a Mack truck. One of these days I'm gonna be sitting behind a MacBook trying to teach somebody a way to come and find you. Ooh. But what I'm really trying to teach them is how they find themselves. Find the wealth, abundance, and knowledge within yourself. And I don't think about it. Why would I go and write about it? I ain't got no story. And the way opens up, I can believe in it wholly. And although I'll never be whole, I can try to live holy. And all the times I was alone, I reached out to him and said, can you please hold? Sometimes he ain't answer. But is that because he ain't love me? Because he wanted me to learn how to keep rolling? He said, son, you can't be a man if you keep folding. How can you think that you don't make it happen if you keep folding? I said, Lord, I'm already knowing. They say you sovereign. Jesus gentle as a lamb. Die for your plan. And in that case, I can't live without your help. But he told us, be a steward of what I gave you. I wouldn't love you if I hated you. I'll give you another chance on the daily, dude. I don't do this to make you fanatical. I do this to make you confident in what you can do.